All right, guys, welcome back. I was able to get a hold of the part that was overnighted to me, and once again, thank you so much, FCP Euro, for hooking me up with the free shipping overnighted. This is the electrical connector that you're gonna need in order to plug the wiring harness inside the car to your new fuel pump. Once again, I replaced the left side. This is your gasket for both sides. Okay, so like I said, when I was planning the job, I was only thinking about accessing one of the side of the tank, but I didn't realize that I needed access to both. So when you take out these gaskets, you just want to inspect them. If you can reuse them, I guess you could do that if you're in a bind, you know. But like I said, for me, see it, like this was already peeling. So I figured, you know what, why not do the job while I'm already in there. This side, on the other hand, is much worse. As you can tell, it's peeling quite badly. Actually, it's torn apart here. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to finish up the rest of this job. So now I'm working on the right side. It's a one-man operation right now, guys, so bear with me. All right, let me get the camera here properly situated. So I got a bunch of cloth over it because, you know, I just didn't want the smell of gasoline all over the car, which it didn't really help much, but it helped some. Right, so let me see. Yeah, you guys got a good view of this. So now all you want to do is thread this gasket, okay, over the right pump cover. Take care to not snag it on any sharp edges. Let me make sure you guys are getting it in good view. Like that. And you're going to slide it down into the pump opening. And then we're just going to gently insert this into the hole, like such. Make sure that the sides are all nice and snug. There shouldn't be any pinches or anything like that. So, like I said, hopefully you guys got a good view of it. And then these two little legs, if you look into the tank, you'll see the holes for them. Okay, I promise you, you won't miss it. So you're just gonna now thread the wires back into the tank. I'm gonna try to be as neat as I can. I don't remember how I pulled them out, but you know, I don't think it needs to be beautifully inserted, but you know what, like I said, I'm gonna try to make it as neat as possible. This seems backwards, and it does. All right, so FYI, if you guys are watching this, the plug, okay, should be almost towards the center back side of the car, not the front. Okay, so but like I said, once you start inserting it, you'll notice just like I did there. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the connector right in the middle of the two legs, like such. And I'm going to thread the legs in like that. And then same thing here, as I'm pushing it down, I'm just making sure that all of the wires are not snagging any funny places. And I'm going to push this down, keeping an eye on the gasket. Gasket looks great. The cover here looks fantastic as well. All right, awesome. So now we're just gonna go get the little threaded locker. All right, so give me a second. All right, guys, I'm a stickler for just making sure that the work area is nice and neat. So when I took this off, I kind of took the liberty of brushing it down and just wiping it, just to make it look good. You know what I mean? You want to make it look like it's a clean installation, you know? Like, treat it as if this was a customer's car that you really cared about, and you wanted to make sure that if they ever looked at it or they saw it, you know, they would be proud of the job that you did, kind of thing. All right, so yeah, like I said, that's just me. You can do what you want. So here we're just gonna thread it on by hand. Make sure you're not cross-threading it, because it'll feel a little funky, I bet. Kind of like there, right? So let's back it off. lie, guys, it feels extremely funky. That's why, like I said, I'm kind of taking my time and making sure that I'm not cross-threading anything. All right, once it gets a little tight, I'm gonna use my little handy dandy tool that I showed you in the other video. All right, so this should make, not really quick work, but it'll make it, yeah, a lot more enjoyable than using a flathead screwdriver against it, okay? So I'm gonna tighten it up, and as you can tell here, the cap, right, this threaded cap will then push down onto the top housing of that cover. And I'm just gonna snug it. Oh man, beautiful. All right, awesome. That looks great. Just gonna take the liberty of spraying this down. I'm just gonna plug this back in like such. Make sure it's nice and tight, and that's it. You're done with this side. I wasn't having a leaking issue on this side at all, so I'm actually not gonna close it off for now though, okay? Even though, like I said, I'm not concerned with it leaking in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna leave it open as such. What we'll do is we'll do a run for some gasoline. We'll do a couple of pulls just to kind of see what it does on that side, because like I said, the left side is what I'm concerned with. So once again, don't mind me, let me swivel you over onto this side. All right, same deal. This looks great, and like I said, this is genuine Mercedes item. Once again, this is FCP Euro, so thank you again, guys. Super appreciative of the overnight job. Love it. I'll put that aside. So I'll show you guys. These are the two different connectors. So they're both 3 pins, but they're just in a different fashion, okay? So that's why you need to purchase this adapter. And I think it was, I don't remember the exact price because I didn't really care. I needed the part, so I bought it. But I think it's like, you know, 20 bucks or something like that. I'll put a link in the video description in here as well. But let's see. I'm assuming it only goes in one way, but let's not break the pins, right? That looks okay. That. So, fun fact, guys, this really does only go in one way, so you're not gonna break it in any way, shape, or form. You're just gonna find this little guide right here, push it in until it snaps, and you're good to go. And you know what? It gives you a nice little boot cover right there. So we're gonna tuck that right there to the side. Can I make it? You know what? I might. Let's see how I'm gonna make this look the best is probably like such. I'm just gonna push this bad boy in. Boom, boom. That's fantastic. All right, that looks like OEM fit and finish, guys. I'm just gonna clean this up like that. I don't want too much stress on these 3 wires, so we're just gonna tuck it in. All right, good. Good. So like I said in the previous video that I made, my main concern was that when I got more than 5 or 6 gallons of gas, gasoline would leak out from the body of this fuel pump and it will land right here, okay? And like I said, enough of it lands on this exterior of the tank, it'll start to leak outward and then near the left wheel well, okay? So then, like I said, I was getting a pretty decent, strong gasoline smell in the car, so that's how I was able to track down the issue. But let's go get some gas. First things first, of course, I gotta hook the battery, all right? So I'm gonna pause you guys. All right, guys, I connected the battery. Everything seems okay. I didn't hear the pump prime or anything like that, but let me go and put the ignition on. Nothing crazy happening yet, right? No gasoline shooting out everywhere. I don't know what that whining noise is in the back of the car, but we'll figure that out later. Let's give it a start. All right, I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was a hard start because don't forget, all of the gas that was in the fuel lines basically leaked out when I disconnected this rubber hose. So you're gonna get that hard start, okay? So don't be scared or anything like that. You can definitely hear the pump, so it sounds good. It sounds amazing, actually. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, let's go take a quick run. We'll get a full tank of gas because right now I am at a quarter tank. So let's go get a tank of gas. All right. Before we head out to the gas station, I just want to show you. This is a Jesus, I should have wrote it down on the side of the bottle, but I think it's 4 ounces, okay? So I just bought these little bottles and I put 4 ounces of Marvel mystery oil. So I've been using it on all of my driving school cars, inside the gasoline as well as inside the engine. It runs beautifully, okay? So I'm gonna put it inside of the tank at every fill up now, because what that's gonna do is it's gonna really lubricate a lot of the different O-rings and rubber components that's inside the pumps, to hopefully prolong the life of it. All right, so let me dump that into the tank, and then, like I said, we'll go do a couple of pulls and get some gas. right, guys, if you're still with me, I appreciate it. All right, so the moment of truth, I just did a 15-minute run with the car. It felt fantastic. It pulled really, really nicely. Weird noises, not out of the normal, you know, because it's a 16-year-old car, so things creak on the front end, as well as, like I said, my brakes were squealing a little bit in the backside, but it's been sitting for a little bit. So moment of truth, we're going to take a look at the fuel pump as well as the exterior of the tank, just to make sure that there's no gasoline out there. All right, okay, guys, look at this. So like I said, this was all wet before, all right, and back then I only put, you know, 6-7 gallons into it, and now I have a full tank, no seepage or leak of any kind whatsoever. And yes, I did, I took the liberty of kind of wiping this down as well. That's why it looks a little clean. But yeah, like I said, I always try to do a decent job when I'm working on these cars. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. All right, so I'm gonna put the cover back on, and I'm gonna bolt it down so then that way it muffles a lot of the noise that we were hearing in the video, as well as with this little, you know, insulator. It's gonna knock away some of that noise as well. But like I said, if you need any help, if you need any assistance, if something doesn't make sense while you're doing this job, just give me a shout. I'd love to help you guys out in any way, shape, or form. All right, so guys, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.